Hello again, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Dawn of Fractured Memory. Last we left off, our players decided to investigate as to why Tiana's restaurant suddenly disappeared from its where they thought it was and was replaced by the rundown factory that it used to be. The party split into three groups, going in two sections of the city of New Orleans and one staying in the rundown factory to see if there were any clues. And when they came back together, they found out that nobody in the town of New Orleans remembers the restaurant. And in fact, another I guess you could say timeline or time frame was kind of revealed. According to the citizens of the town of New Orleans, the rundown factory was taken up by the bank a year ago in replacement of when Tiana bought it. It was also revealed that in this timeline, or in this alternate reality, however you want to call it, Tiana was planning on buying the restaurant and in the name of her father, as originally to the movie, but she disappeared a year, and nobody had heard from her since. Not even nobody in the town, not even her close friend Charlotte, who Kristalina found working over at Duke's. And it was also safe to assume that not even Tiana's mother knew what happened. Of course, Tiana and her ever so charming froggy husband Naveen remembered the past being how it should have been with Ben, and they also realized that inside the factory was footprints of an alligator along with a dusty trumpet.
Okay.
Everyone got together and then realized that the best course of action was to head back to the Bayou to see if they could consult the voodoo woman of the Bayou, Mama Odie. And that is where we are now. So, at this point, I'm going to say that you guys are just starting to, make your way down out of New Orleans and, excuse me, beans, and down, left over from last night. You guys are making your way out of New Orleans and heading straight back into the Bayou during the same directions as you came out from. It takes, with the help of Naveen and Tiana, you guys are still you make your way into a part section of the Bayou, and just remind me again, was your first... I know you wanted to also search for Lewis in the Bayou, but did you all want to do that first, or did you want to see if you could find Mama Odie first?
Mama Odie first, I think?
I'd go for Mama Odie.
Yeah, Mama Odie. Odie-sama.
Alright, so with Tiana's help... I'm sorry, I'm also multitasking right now because I realized I did not get a picture of Mama Odie. Alright, so with Tiana's help, you guys make your way through the Bayou. Let's see. Yeah, sorry, ultimate multitasking. I probably should have done this earlier, but...
You're all good.
Alright, you guys make your way through the Bayou. Don't have one for Lewis either. Alright, well that's fine. You guys make your way, and let me roll something here. Okay. You guys
Uh-oh.
make your it's now for the most part it seeming to be really quiet for the most part, and none of y'all, which seems a little strange because like usually it seems like the Heartless always seem to like come out of like the most random spots whenever you guys are there, but for right now everything seems to be quiet.
I will ask. So this Mama Odie we're looking for. What does she look like?
Well, she's human, that's for sure. She's a sweet old lady, as a matter of fact. Actually, she's the one that married me and Naveen. Back when back when we thought we'd be stuck as frogs for the rest of our life, but still, she helped us out and trying to figure out how to turn us back and how to confront the Shadow Man in all this. But she's just about as human as me and Naveen should be, and I assume the rest of you all are.
Well, I, for one, am quite excited to meet her.
Alright. Alright, everybody roll me. No shots. Nice try. Everybody roll. Everybody roll me survival.
Survival.
Alright, it's time for the survival hunt once again.
What is that, by the way? I don't think I've ever rolled that.
He slips into the dirt.
Is it in skill?
Yeah, it's in skills.
Found it. Woohoo!
That's the
I didn't even
smell
roll with
finds the
advantage.
egg.
Okay, let's not get too crazy.
No, right here.
Ooh.
Right here is an adder. It's one of the most dangerous creatures on the planet. One
Like,
bite, and you're a goner.
Rolls or really bad rolls.
We fall.
Alright, well, that backfired. Of course it did. No, not you guys. I'm still trying to pull up a picture of Mama Odie. Okay.
Who's Odie's
Okay,
mother?
so I mean, if we're talking about Mama Odie or if we're talking about Odie the dog, then
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing. All right. So for the most part, it. Oh shoot! I need to roll for Naveen and Tiana. Now that I think about it. Excuse me, beans.
Beans.
It was at 2 a.m. looking for beans.
Okay, Naveen and Tiana. Oh wow! All right, how are they doing?
Damn.
Who had the toggle? Naveen had the toggle. Okay.
What's a toggle?
Oh, just the setting. It's just the roll setting that made it so you'd roll on advantage, or have the option to choose whether it'd be a normal roll, advantage roll, or disadvantage roll, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Naveen was set to always roll advantage, which I don't understand why that's the preset for this thing, but
I don't even know. I was complaining about that like a few days ago. I was like, why the fuck would they make that the default?
we were talking about that last session. All right. So yeah, for the most part, Kristalina, Isui, Naveen, and Tiana all start to kind of traverse pretty well across. Asta and Ken, you guys start to sort of slow back a little bit. You don't. The pace you walk is starting to like get a little slower than the rest of everyone, and like sometimes you're like kind of guessing like where they're turning, but not necessarily kind of thinking, okay, are they this way? Or are they this way? They're probably just this way, and that kind of thing. Wow, Ken, you seem to get lost a lot.
Ken is kind of dumbfounded when it comes to everyday things, but when it comes to fighting,
right.
Let me tell you what.
All right. After a bit, though, you realize that once again, you kind of have lost sight of everyone.
Oh God.
Again.
Goodness. Wait, who's this that's lost?
Ken and Asta are lost. Everyone else is making their way because you guys are actually following the frickin' frogs.
Okay.
Well, alright, so are we lost like together, or are we like lost?
Yeah,
like,
no, you and Asta are lost together this time.
Where did everybody go to? I just saw them.
I'm right next to you. I have no idea.
This always happens to us. What?
I mean, you had training. I barely left Twilight Town.
I had training to fight, but I never had training in a swamp.
I don't know what you had training in, but clearly we're both failing here.
Well, let's just continue to go. Did they go left or right?
Do you have a coin?
I have a gold piece. No, money. I mean, here, how about this? Can I cast thaumaturgy? I'm just kidding. No. I'm just gonna yell out. Asta. I'm not Asta. Easley.
Nice.
Crystalina. Frogs. Anyone?
I nudge Crystalina and I'm like, did you just hear that?
Yeah, I think so.
Did they get lost again? There's no way.
Well, clearly.
Yeah, I don't see them around here, so I think that's very probable.
There's no way. I mean, twice in a row? I mean...
I think it's very probable. Should we go back and get them? You know what? Yeah, we probably should. We shouldn't leave them there.
I mean,
You're trying to call me out.
I mean, listen. We can... Yeah, it's probably smart to go get both of them. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, I alert the frogs that two group members have been lost, and go find them.
Yeah, no, Naveen and Tiana kind of follow around with you. Cut back to the Lost Gang. As you're kind of shouting around, you hear the sound of cards shuffling.
Oh.
And then and from the shadows, you kind of hear someone is just like, well, sounds like the two of you are in a heap of trouble now.
Oh.
And from the shadows of the bayou to the side, you see a tall, lanky, dark-skinned man with a top hat bearing a skull and crossbones, red band, and his jacket is sort of like a burgundy beige-ish like tailcoat. And in his hands, he holds a walking cane with a purple crystal ball.
Oh shit!
God fucking damn it! Handsome dude.
Oh no.
Oh, God damn it! Why do we always have to run into the bad eggs? I say to Asta.
Not
You?
keeping track of other people.
Wait. You said we suck or I suck?
We do. I wouldn't be here if I didn't suck. Oh my god.
Okay, I don't know. I just feel like from like across the entire bayou, I feel like somebody else is calling me out, so I'm kind of self-conscious.
Man, Ken is really bad at keeping directions.
See, there you go. Well, let's just pretend we don't see him. Let's just continue to walk. Try to find our way back.
Okay.
Bad enough that we already have other people who are trying to call us out. Well, they're just trying to get us, so we can just ignore this guy.
I mean, twice on a row.
Y'all know I can hear you, right?
And we are deaf.
No, literally, this guy's like right next to you, so.
Ah,
Just keep walking.
where'd you come from?
God fucking damn it, phone. I'm sorry, my phone grip is broken right now, so I gotta order I'm probably gonna order a new one this weekend. So, the man looks to you, and he's like, "Oh, well, I am a resident of the nice and humble city of New Orleans, but I do like to travel around every once in a while."
Oh, well, this place is not much for people who want to travel. I mean, you might want to go to, other places, like, not here.
Ken! Asta! At this point, I've caught up to them. Dudes! You're over here! How the hell did you disappear?
Who's
All
this
you have to
creep?
do is follow the frogs.
You scared the shit out of me, first of all. Like, actually, I was like,
I scared you.
you came
and I
out of
knew
nowhere.
I turned around and you weren't there.
Okay.
Who's this creep, by the way?
Oh, shit! I just noticed the dude. How about we leave? Nice to meet you, sir. We're gonna go now.
Hang on.
We should be nice to him. I mean,
No, wait.
No,
I wasn't
you have
referring
no
to
idea
that.
who this dude is.
I wasn't referring to that. I was saying, like, hang on. How far away were you guys? Like, there's no way you guys just came here that fast.
like a kilometer.
I
but-
was running the whole time because I was trying to catch you.
Dude, let me tell you, I
You know,
teleported.
you kept
I
walking.
teleported. You.
You didn't stop it. Not now.
Well, this sure would be a time when my flight would be useful.
Excuse me, sir. Hi. Sorry for my friends. They're like mean. It's nice to meet you.
Okay, no, back up. He's yeah.
Hey,
Back up, please.
you do know he's the guy that turned the people into frogs, right?
Oh, this is him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
wait, hang on. Hold the phone. How do you know this? Okay, well, I'm whispering
I'm a
this.
stream traveler. There's a lot of things that I know.
That doesn't
I know a lot of
explain
things I
anything.
know, but this is one of the things that I know.
Are you sure? We don't want to go around
I am
accusing you.
positive.
Exactly. Look,
Okay, I can't explain how, but I've seen the dude's face before.
he doesn't.
Remember the movie thing I was trying to explain to you back in Metro City?
Oh, the doll place with the pay for flat money.
The thing I very poorly explained to you. Can we leave now, please? It's making me nervous.
What, he doesn't seem like that bad of a guy. Okay.
Of course he doesn't. That's his jig.
Listen, I'm sure he would never do something as bad as
Jig?
turn people into frogs. Okay. He would never.
Don't try it, okay?
Hang
I
on,
don't want to have to carry around a fourth frog.
Hang on, let's see. We can just pick. Okay, here.
Oh, yeah, all we can do is assume. Let's talk to him.
Like, hang on. Okay, Naveen.
Okay, fine. We can talk to him, but don't accept anything from him, okay? Any offers he makes, refuse them.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. Before we can just confirm this by asking them themselves. Hey, Naveen, Tiana.
They're right there.
Yeah, I will say that after a little bit of you guys arguing, Naveen and Tiana kind of are kind of trail a little bit behind you guys, Isui and Crystalina, because I mean frogs don't really run that fast. But after a little bit, they do see the guy and go wide-eyed, and it's just like, "The Shadow Man, you're actually still here?"
I thought you were dragged to hell.
So
You
this
see, you see the man just you see the man chuckling. He's like, "Well, now, for one, I got to hand it here to this here young lady. Hey, for
1 second, guys.
for being, I got to hand it to this here young lady for being, I'd say, a mite perceptive."
I wouldn't say perceptive as much as good with memory.
Indeed. I don't think I've met you before.
No,
Oh,
you
well.
haven't. I haven't met you either, but I have seen you.
Ah, so my reputation precedes me then. Well, to all you others, allow me to make a proper introduction. Kind of takes his hat off and gives a bow, and he's like, "My name's Dr. Felicier. I am a man of voodoo, and there are a few people who do refer to me as the Shadow Man."
Well,
I turn to Ken and just stare straight into his eyes. Oh, he's gone. But I do that anyways.
well, Shadow Man. Hey, how are you? So my friends here, I was just wondering what your history is with amphibian creatures, amphibious. Excuse me.
Well, all things considered, I'd say, oh, what? Was it in fact a little over a year ago? When the young here came into this fine city of New Orleans, seeking his, well, shall we say, retribution. All I said was that he needed the green. And all things considered, frogs are one of the more easier creatures to handle. I mean, I could have turned him into another type of lizard and turtle, but it doesn't seem as symbolic and manipulatable as a frog. And Miss Tiana here, well, I wasn't the one to try and put the curse on her. That was all Naveen's fault for thinking she'd be a nice princess at that party. You see, my friends, all I do is read the cards and tell their fortune. You see, like, in the flash of, like, smoke, a table comes out with a deck of cards, and while he kind of shuffles them midair, he pulls out four four sets of cards, each in a count of 3. The cards can tell your past, explain the present, and even maybe provide some answers on the future. And perhaps
I appreciate the offer. I'm not going to take it, and neither anyone else in the group.
Well,
not even to
you will not put your hand down, miss.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry for the interruption. You may keep talking.
That is very kind of you. And I will say that I do understand your bold resistance, but I know there are some answers you would love to see.
There are,
Such as...
but I would much rather leave them unanswered. By your hands, at least. Oh, shit.
Oh. Oh. Well, he turns to you, Isui, and he's like, "And you? What do you say to the cards, young lady?
She sort of looks at like the table and like hesitates and goes, "Well, you're sort of a jerk for turning them into frogs, but I gotta admit these cards look really, really cool."
To be fair, that's an out of character laugh.
I was like, oh. Can I?
So,
Miss Crystalina, may I see? May I have a reading performed on me?
Okay, Isui,
I know.
I'm not your mother. I'm not the boss of you. Do whatever the hell you want. But I'm warning you. This is the Shadow Man that you're dealing with. So if you turn into a lizard...
Okay, yeah, that does sound...
You know what? Do whatever the hell you want.
I mean,
you already
that sounds
have
pretty
you already
awful
have
when
20
you
warnings.
put it that way. I mean, hey, Shadow Man, pretty cliche. It does sound like a bunch of smoke and mirrors. But, at the same time, like, I mean, look at the intricate design on the back of these cards.
Yeah, they look cool. That doesn't mean they are cool.
Well, most things that look cool, consequentially, are cool. So, I'm just... Okay, Mr. Shadow
Yeah,
Man.
you mean like that little kid's toy that you thought was really awesome and broke
Mr.
in 3
Shadow
days,
Man.
You bought it when you were little, right?
Mr. Shadow Man. Hello again. It's me. Your boy. I think these cards are really cool and it's really tempting. But maybe another time, you know?
you see him. It looks like for a second he's about to kind of pick up the cards and put them in the stack. And then he kind of looks at one of the cards and he's like, not even to truly find out who you really are?
Oh god. It's so tempting. Man. Oh man. Not every day you get a chance like this, you know? But
Yeah. And then you also see as he picks up the stack, or picks up a card from the stack in front of Crystalina, he looks at it and he's like, or even to find out who mysterious someone from your past might be to come back as an adversary.
I close my eyes and clench my teeth. You know, that's really tempting, but it's not worth the consequence. I'm sorry. I'll figure out some other way.
what if I want to be a lizard?
Okay. Okay, Isui, at this point, it's up to you.
Can you
I'm
make
not
that-
carrying you on my shoulder, okay?
Okay,
Can you use your keyblade as a lizard?
I maybe carry it in my tail.
Question. Good question.
I mean, out of character, Sora did use a Keyblade as a lion, but with his tail, so...
Oh.
See, you can just live in my backpack. You'll be good.
Alright, give me the cards.
Oh, God.
So... Alright. Hi, Angel, welcome back.
Hiya.
So, after all this talk with Crystalina Isui, Shadow Man turns to you, Ken. I don't know if you've been kind of really hearing what's going on, but Naveen and Tiana came in, realized that this man was in fact the Shadow Man. Crystalina has also been like, yeah, no, back off, this guy's not good. And now the Shadow Man is offering tarot readings. And Crystalina said no. Isui is considering.
Being a lizard.
Well,
And considering to be a lizard. And then you see him turn to you, Ken. He's like, "And what about you, young man? I'm sure there are things in your past that you want to find answers to, are there not?"
Well, judging by your demeanor and the fact that they say, that you don't seem like a good guy. What's a tarot card?
For the record, I said that out of character, but
Oh,
to you, it just looks like he set out a bunch of cards in like sets of 3, one in front of Isui, one in front of Crystalina, and one in front of you. But he just simply explained that these cards can read the past, present, and future. To which he definitely proved the past part by asking Isui to reconsider and find the answers about the memories of her past, and Crystalina the answers about the person who was from her past that is now a member of the Cult of Shadows. In other words, about Colsax. And then he turns to you, pulls a card, and goes, "You sure you don't want to find the answers about why darkness seems to always take hold of you, my friend?"
Oh shit. Tempting offer.
You see, now
I don't care.
I know why darkness follows me, because I chose to leap into it. So I mean, if I were to go along with you, then you would just be telling me things that I already know. So you're gonna have to try a little harder than that, buddy.
Good job.
Well, from what I see here, you may have leapt into the shadows, but the shadows naturally seem to hold a firm force within your presence. And people call me the Shadow Man.
What do you mean by that? Like, it holds, like, oh, what do you mean by that? Yeah, I know it does, but like, it's not like, I mean, like, a lot of people get taken over by the darkness, so there's no way that, I mean, I'm just like the only one that it has a tight grip, like, on. So, I mean, right? I think I'll pass.
Well, suit yourself, but I will say this. I'll say this. I'll leave at least these cards for each of you as a bit of a parting gift for now. I will say that my friends may think otherwise of this whole conundrum, but whether we meet later as a customer and as business and partners, or finding ourselves on opposite sides, guess we'll truly see on the other side. With that, he kind of steps back. Most of the cards, like the table and the cards within them, sort of like vanish, except for 3. And before he vanishes completely, he just simply states, "When you're ready to see the truth, just merely say, and the gods will reveal it to you." And vanishes completely. The 3 cards start to flutter down from in the air, and each one kind of makes its way into each of your hands, Kristalina, Isui, and Ken.
Oh man, I was so caught up in how much I detest that dude that I completely forgot to ask him if he knew anything about this weird timeline.
Tiana kind of hops up and he's like, "Well, Shadow Man was the first reason why Naveen became a frog in the first place, so if, depending on what all happened, it's a very good possibility." I will say this for sure, though. I wouldn't trust anything that man shows or says, even if I could stick my tongue 50 yards.
Yeah, same here. Nevertheless, I pocket the card.
He's gonna.
Didn't even
Ken is
offer
gonna
to
kind of
turn me
have
into a frog.
the.
Huh?
I said he didn't even offer to turn me into a frog. Like, geez, I don't even get a chance here.
Oh gosh. I could just.
All right.
Oh.
Ken, Isui, what are you guys gonna kind of do at this point?
Ken is gonna kind of look at the card, just thinking to himself, and he'll just like punch it like a little harder in his hand. He's just gonna be like, he's gonna pocket it.
I'm
Okay.
going to also just look at it and hesitate for a second. And then with reckless abandon, just toss it and be like, "Alright, we're ready to go?"
Okay, Luke Skywalker, let's go. I don't say that in character. I didn't say that in character because he doesn't know who that is. I just wanted to make a Star Wars joke somewhere.
Yeah, no, just make a Star Wars joke.
I'm just gonna say like, okay, well, okay, now Ken is literally gonna ask, like, Ken is gonna be like, where are we going again?
We
We're going to the
Like-
old woman's hut, dude.
Because yeah, with the whole like Shadow Man like distracting him, he done diddly darn forgot where he was going.
Yeah. No, so after kind of a little bit of talk and conversation, you guys kind of make your way back through, reiterating to Ken once again that y'all are heading to Mama Odie's to kind of, or at least find more answers into what's been going on. So you make your way through. Takes a little longer than you guys would think. Finally gets to a bit, and Tiana and Naveen just kind of want to, or getting ready to call it a night, and then start kind of heading out in the morning. And so y'all are just start setting up a little bit of a camp. Tiana's making food out of a pumpkin, surprisingly. Naveen is just kind of chilling by the fire, strumming his Bayou guitar. I'm just going to call it the Bayou guitar. What would what are you all doing at this moment?
I don't know. Someone else go first.
Can I can I find where Tiana is and then sort of go, Tiana, can I pull you to the side and talk to you for a bit?
Yeah, sure. She turns to Naveen and is like, Naveen, make sure this gumbo don't burn, all right? Mid some mushrooms or something. He kind of nods his head, says something in another language. You don't understand it. Hops over to the pumpkin cooking pot, and you pull Tiana over to the side, and she goes, "What's going on?"
Okay. This might be a bit of a weird question, considering we haven't known each other for so long, but how do you... She sort of looks off into the distance and just hesitates and goes, how do you know when you love someone?
Tiana kind of like shrugs for a second and is just like, well, hell if I know. All things considered, I didn't realize I was starting to fall for Naveen until a little bit later in our first adventure when we were trying to all turn back to human and whatnot. And bless his heart, he actually started to fall for me before I fell for him. And he had this whole thing set up where I don't know. It seems kind of weird. I'm just saying it out loud now, but he had this whole mini sort of restaurant ordeal going when we were just kind of traveling along, and he used one of the butterflies as a bow tie. But honestly, the feeling itself is honestly a little more complicated than that. I mean, just kind of hits you when you least expect it, and then you just kind of have a moment where you realize that it'd be really difficult to go on your life without him, you know?
Yeah. How... When you realized you loved Naveen, how'd you tell him and make something of it, you know?
Well, like I said, for me and Naveen, it was a little more different than usual. The two of us thought that we'd be stuck as frogs for the rest of our lives, and honestly, at that moment, I didn't really care because at least I wouldn't be alone and he wouldn't be alone, and just things kind of happened in the moment, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks, Tiana. I'm sorry to take away from your cooking and stuff, and it smells really good, by the way.
Oh, shoot, you're fine, hon. I can understand understand wanting to talk a little one-on-one about the whole thing.
Yeah, it's just, we've been traveling for so long, and I just feel like I haven't been able to say how I feel recently, so it's nice that I can talk to a nearby frog, you know?
Well, I will say for sure that when it comes to love, one of two things usually happens for as far as I've either seen or heard. Either you've always seen him as it's either for the longest time you've seen him as A good time friend that you kind of usually get along with? Or it's just someone you think you continuously find annoying or hate for a good while and then realize, oh shit, I love them.
Yeah, I definitely see both sides to that. Thank you again.
Well, of course, hon. She kind of hops back over to the pumpkin pot and goes back to her cooking.
I make my way back, and I will
All right.
wait till the group decides what to do.
All right. What about the other three? What are you guys up to right now?
I'm just kind of up a tree. Why is that funny?
It just is.
I'm just up a tree.
You're in the
sitting-
bayou. You're in the bayou with two talking frogs. One just basically has a stick and spider webbing and is using it as a guitar. The other's using a pumpkin as a cooking pot to make gumbo. And you're sitting in a tree.
No, I'm just sitting in a tree.
And you're just sitting in a tree.
I'm just sitting. I'm singing. I'm singing along to the Prince Frog's guitar thing.
Nice. All right. Ken, what about you?
So he's kind of noticing what Kristalina's doing, so he's gonna attempt to climb the tree as well. Well, not the same tree, but just gonna attempt to try to climb a tree. Is he gonna like fail, or would he like?
Do you want to roll athletics or acrobatics?
Okay, so what do I go with, the funny alternative, or should I go with the actual skillful one? Okay, I'll just roll one. We'll see. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No. You climb. You're able to climb it pretty good.
Hey, look, Kristalina, I'm you.
Hey, Ken! Oh God, that reminds me of the song.
Hiya.
Oh,
Hey, Ken!
This is
You're
actually
me.
pretty fun.
I think I just realized what song you were thinking.
I'm a Barbie girl
Yep.
in a Barbie world.
Yep. I knew it. God
Life
damn
is
it.
plastic.
It's a nice
Okay,
song.
moving on.
Right there and touch me everywhere.
Okay. Well,
Everywhere.
let's
It's
continue
everywhere.
on. Wow, let's continue on from that lyric.
Daniel's dying.
Ken just hears that part and he's gonna be like, okay, well then, I guess I better. I better go.
Ow!
No, that
Okay.
whole no. I think we can safely say the whole that song is just kind of out of character, and just us kind of messing around.
Really out of character. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
That's.
Uh.
I can expect that.
But I'll be back around the way. The more I see, the less I know. The less I know, the more I see. But I know one thing, and that's I love you. That's the one I'm probably singing. That makes more sense for a journey.
Yeah. God, fucking phone. Damn you. Not you guys. You guys are awesome.
Aw.
Okay.
The little fangs on my teeth that are holding the rubber bands are pointing outward because that's what plastic does, and it's fanging at my inner lips. Very beautiful. It's very nice. It's like a needle.
Oh, yeah. I think Avery had something like that for a while, and yeah, it wasn't fun for him. All right. So. Crystalina's in a tree and singing along with Naveen. Ken is just climbing a tree. After a bit, Tiana calls you all for dinner. And
Wait. What about her?
Yeah.
Oh, Asta. Shit, I'm sorry.
I'm going to not be a Disney princess and actually help Tiana cook.
What was that?
I'm gonna help Tiana cook.
I don't think he can hear you.
Nice.
Oh.
And
Well,
Tiana
here.
is the only Disney princess that would take in the effort of cooking, if you think about it.
I mean, she does wield a knife short sword after all, so I mean, I can.
Get your knife short sword. And not to mention, she's only a Disney princess through marriage.
Yeah, well, still a princess in my eyes.
Queen shit.
Fair enough. Okay,
Wow.
so
Oh.
yeah, Asta's helping Tiana cook with the gumbo. Naveen and Kristalina are just kind of chilling, doing music. Ken is just sitting in a tree.
That's it.
I mean, unless there's anything else you wanted to do.
I could just okay. Well, then he's gonna look at that. Okay, so he's gonna look at the pumpkin. He's gonna be like, "What's that you're making?"
Tiana looks up from stirring the stuff in the pot and it's like, "I'm cooking up a swamp gumbo."
Oh, that sounds
Gumbo.
good. Selena says under her breath.
Naveen kind of sighs and is like, it's been a while since we have had that. Actually, last time we had that was literally a year ago when we first met.
Sounds like it has some interesting flavor.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, I usually don't say anything bad against Tiana's cooking. It is one of the best in New Orleans. Tiana just looks at Naveen and is like, damn right you better say that. We've been together for this long. I hope it's because of my cooking.
Real queen shit.
Oh no,
I don't
Tiana,
think not.
it is more than that.
Yeah.
It is much more than that, but that is definitely a benefact.
Well, it sounds delicious, whatever Gumby is. But cool. I'm just gonna sit here and just look at trees.
Alright. Little while later, Tiana finishes up and was serving him in bowls. Kristalina and Ken come down from being tree folk. You all get a bowl and you start tasting it, and it is actually really good. It definitely has in taste kind of what the Bayou feels in like atmosphere. Like when you taste it, it definitely tastes like you're in the Bayou.
It tastes how the Bayou smells, like heaven.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's really good.
And this is some
This
pretty
is good.
good stuff.
Yeah.
This is not bad, yeah.
What is it called? Galley or something?
Grams.
Gumbo.
Oh.
Gumbo, yes.
Oh, well, it's good gumbo.
Yeah, I appreciate that. How about, we should probably get some rest and we can try and head on to Mama Odie's when we're all rested.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
I
Is everybody else down?
lean back and go, so frogs can cook. I knew it.
Anyone can cook.
I don't think. Okay, I think this is. I think they're kind of an exception considering that they are human in a frog's body.
Anyone can cook.
I don't think.
I would just say that.
I don't think other animals can cook. They
No,
can
no.
retrieve food,
No,
but they
no.
can't.
No,
cook.
no.
I will just.
She's onto something.
Wait,
I
what?
would just say that.
Anyone.
Anyone can
Anyone
cook.
can cook.
Anyone.
What are these words you're saying?
Yeah. Thank you, Carla.
I'm confusion, he says, sporadically.
It's okay, you get it.
All right.
It's
All right, you guys spend some time talking, and I mean, unless there's anything specific you want to say to like Naveen or Tiana, then otherwise y'all just gonna be hitting the sack, and then we can get to the other fun part.
Woo.
yeah, no, I have nothing at least. I don't know about everybody else.
Same.
All right, so I guess everyone's just kind of heading directly to bed at this point, or
Yes.
I guess I talked to out of character. Carla, what's your character's name?
Isui?
Thank you. Out of brain fart.
that happens. Don't worry.
Okay, in character, I talked to Isui. Just not like a conversation. I just kind of mention it before going to bed. I'm like, I remember when I first started traveling, my first adventure. All I really wanted to do was go home. But now I'm having these adventures willingly. What pushed you to becoming a key holder?
Oh. Well, I don't know. I guess it's... I don't know. I've always had this oblong key here. It's always just been a part of my life. I don't remember a time without it. But as far as adventuring with you guys, I mean, it's fun. Plus, I have to. There's something I have to prove.
Well, I wish you good luck in completing your journey, proving whatever it is you're trying to prove. And I just want you to know that I don't know you very well, but if ever you need something, anything, I don't know, someone to talk to, someone to, well, just anything in general, I'm here.
You know, there has been something on my mind.
Okay.
So, you know how frogs can cook now, right? We've established that.
Yes,
So
we have established that.
what else do you think they can do? I mean, do you think... So, I mean, there could be a whole frog society. We just saw superheroes. Do you think there are frog superheroes?
I mean, I suppose it's possible. I haven't ever seen or met one in my many long traveling years, even though it hasn't been that many. But, I mean, maybe.
Wow. It's been good getting to talk about my feelings.
You know, if you ever want to talk about anything deeper, I'm here for that as well. Just so you know.
Oh, like how... Yeah, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you, Cristalina. That means a lot to me.
I kind of pat Isui's shoulder and I'm like, you can work on that awkwardness of yours. It's okay to let down your guard. And then I go to bed.
I shout as she leaves. I'm not awkward, I'm just misunderstood.
That's what they all say until the Fire Nation attacks.
Oh, God.
All right. With that said, you all start to head to bed, and now comes the latest fun part. So, Ken,
Okay.
pick Pick a number between 1 and 6.
7. Okay. 3.
All right. Crystalina.
2.
Isui.
5.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. We roll on back
Did Asta
to...
I don't think Asta chose a number.
No. No, she didn't have to because this is the dream scenes. This is... Yeah, these are the dream scenes.
Oh, God.
Alright, so number was a nat 1, so that means we're going to be starting off with Crystalina. Even though... I hadn't actually thought this through. Damn it. So we'll say that. All right, I got an idea. So, Crystalina, you head to bed, and you close your eyes, and then, as you kind of open them in your sort of, I guess, dreams. And as you're kind of dreaming, you open up and you kind of see yourself. It kind of looks like you're reliving a memory, but you're not entirely sure why. The memory itself actually takes place in a castle-like building, and it's... You recognize it immediately. It's actually, as a matter of fact, Hogwarts.
Oh.
This, as you... not that memory. Nice try, Carlo, but... No, you see that, Crystalina, you see a younger version of yourself kind of start falling from the sky, and it starts to kind of play, and it turns out that actually it is you see a friend, someone coming out to kind of reach out and talk to you. And god damn it, I actually forgot the name of that character. Give me 1 sec.
Derek?
No, not Derek. What was? Hold on. I should.
Darkwood?
Huh?
Silica Darkwood?
That might be. Yeah, it might be. Yes.
Is it a female?
Yes, it's female.
Okay, it's probably Silica.
Yes, that's right. Thank you. So you see your old friend. You see your old friend from Hogwarts, Silica Darkwood, talk to your younger self, and it looks like right now you're trying to your younger self is describing the events that happened in your first dream travel adventures with Jason. And in that moment, and after a little bit, you see Silka turn to your younger self and is like, what was the last name that Jason was using in that world? And your younger self goes, Tanjiro. Why? You see Silka get up and kind of, as you're walking along and following, and it's like, she goes, there's another young man here who also has the last name of Tanjiro who showed up not too long ago. Maybe he has some sort of connection or something. You guys make your way over to sort of the courtyard, and in there you see a young boy, looks to be about 16, maybe 17 years of age, with dyed dark blue hair, and you can't see his face right now, but it's kind of turned back to you, and he has a bluish plaid long sleeve on.
Thought his hair was black. Guess I was wrong.
Yeah, I'd have to double check, but I think it was blue. And then as you kind of make your way to the courtyard into this young man, you hear Silka call out his name, but for some reason it's garbled when you hear it. And then the young man kind of picks up and turns around. But before you can see his face, the vision kind of starts to pull away from you.
By the way, Jason Tanjiro and Silica Dark would know each other, just so you know.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Sorry, it's been a while since I've read the second book on our adventures, and I know I need to get back to that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I've been busy. So yeah, the vision of that kind of pulls away from you, and then you kind of wake up. Let's see, who's gonna be next? Fuck. Okay, enough. Okay, what? Let me do another one. Okay, I'm just rolling nat ones with sixes. Okay, I'm gonna move on to Ken then. Ken.
I'm not ready for this.
I think you know where you wake up back on the dark beach. The sort of misty haze is still kind of clinging around, just kind of like on average. But you noticed as you are sitting there's something in your hand for sure. You look down and it is the card that the Shadow Man gave you. And you can still feel the darker presence of, you can still feel the sort of like the dark presence within the beach kind of lingering around.
Still there, huh?
What, you thought I wouldn't? You thought I would just walk away and just leave you for just a little bit?
No, I know it wouldn't be that easily. Easy. I'm getting there.
Maybe. But you know that the Shadow Man was right. Your power over the darkness was glorious and yet extraordinary. Do you ever wondered why such power was able to be so wielded at your fingertips?
Because I feel like it's giving me a chance to finally, change how people see the darkness. Usually, when people get, the darkness stuck inside of them, they always use it for evil. I mean, look at everybody who's ever had it. Except for, Master Riku and now me. So, that's what I plan to do with it.
Look, just because he was possessed doesn't mean that it doesn't count that he didn't use darkness, kid. He was taken over by darkness, and he did have a good amount of power with it, but it was so raw, so unstable. He wouldn't have gotten far. But you're a whole other story, my friend.
I'm not special.
Oh? And what makes you say that?
Because, that could have happened to anybody. Any old fool could have just, jumped into that cloud. I just happened to be, the one who did it.
True. You are right. Any idiot can jump into a cloud of darkness. I mean, your master Riku has done it, and his friend Sora has done it. Terra's done it. Aqua was thrown into it. But they would let themselves get a little too deep into the shadow. I mean, sure, you've had your little tantrums with the darkness and whatnot, and your little outbursts, but have you ever wondered why it's just so natural to you? I mean, yes, you stepped into it to protect the ones you cared about, but you have to admit, the darkness does almost feel a little bit at home with you, does it not?
Maybe so. And at any moment it could take hold of me and change me forever. But you say it's at home within me, then that means it's mine to own. Meaning, I can use it however I wish. And that should give me full control over it. Right?
Sure. But it's not just every numbskull that can control the darkness like that. It's got to be handed down. One generation to another. You don't believe me? That card might give you an answer, give you the clarity that you seek on it, and might open up your eyes a little. Choice is up to you, Kenny boy. You hear it sort of start to chuckle a little bit throughout the beach. And that is when you wake up.
He's gonna kind of like pull out the card, and he's gonna look at it. See, and his curiosity is just slowly growing. But he's gonna be like, he's gonna put it back into his pocket.
Oof. All right. Isui. I'm gonna say this: odds or evens.
Oh God. Odds. Just for shits and giggles.
Okay. Come on. Here we go.
Like I always say,
okay.
it's never odd. I tell you guys.
He was
you guys
rolling
don't believe
ones. He was rolling hella ones.
Yeah, on a D6.
They're all
right, Isui. They're digiclack rocks. Isui. For you, once again, your sort of visionish dreams start off once again with the female Keyblade wielder, but in this sort of extent, it's not like a dream project. It's not like a projection of her form, just kind of standing there ominously. This time it once again feels a little more like a vision of sorts. You see her in a different place than before, and it's definitely not anywhere in the Bayou or New Orleans. She's surrounded by various different stalls, all kind of being occupied by well, for lack of a better term, monsters or creature-like beings and whatnot. This Keyblade wielder, on the other hand, she is sort of chilling in this sort of darker alleyways in this area. And you see, once again, a dark corridor appears next to her, and this time 2 people come out of it. Both of which you know, it's Colsax and Vanitas come walking out. You hear Vanitas look at her and go, well, how are things going over here? She kind of turns to Vanitas and is like, well, it's not like the rifts can just appear out of nowhere. It'd be easier if Colsax here could do his damn job and actually help us open them up a little more. You see Colsax kind of look at her a little annoyed, and it's just like, hey, I had a job to do in Metroville. Your job here for right now was just to scout and report back. Shut it, Colsax. You already messed up in Metroville. What was that? Going off grid like that? See Colsax chuckle and is just like, what? You expected me to always keep in contact with you? With the Keepers of Light on my tail? The female Keyblade wielder kind of chuckles and is like, well, they wouldn't be on your tail if you did your damn job. How do we know you ain't going soft? You hear Colsax growl, and not sort of like a annoyed human growl. It's definitely almost bestial. And he goes, hey, you're also the one that has a connection to one of these Keybladers. So how come we don't know you're going soft? You see her kind of pull her Keyblade out and point it towards Colsax and go, well, unlike you, I took into this wholeheartedly. If what the boss wants is to make sure that things go this way, then that's what we're gonna do. You think you can handle that Silver and you hear, as soon as she kind of gets in the middle of this sentence, you hear him kind of growl even more and let out almost a sort of breath attack. It's
you're
you
like giving it all away, right?
I'm giving some hints.
Some hints, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. After you see, she dodges out of it though, and he just kind of tries to pin her, and he's just like, "Watch it." That's not who I am now. You and your friends here saw to that for sure. Vanitas breaks him up and is like, "That's enough, you two. Look, Colsax did his job. Now it's your turn to do yours, all right? Now, just get it done, and let's just hope those idiots don't get any closer." At that moment, you kind of see it all kind of pull out, and you start to wake up. And that, I think, is where we're going to leave tonight's episode.